as you may or may not know, the Xormorphic news program was on strike, which explains why we've had so many recent reruns, and the network still isn't even concerned about the newswire strike, since they don't have to pay residuals, so reruns of the Xormorphic news program. However, a lot of results have been lost or destroyed, and it's been getting a lot of negative feedback about the ratings, or about the reruns, and we've gotten worse ratings. But the strike still isn't settled, so tonight I usually read old news stories from the 1980s. Hello, I, yours truly, am back Xenix, and this is a Xormorphic news program. And due to the newswire strike, I usually read old news reports from 1982 and 1983. Yes, I usually know. It's very hard to believe that the Xormorphic news program has been on the air for that long. It's even hard to believe that it's really been cancelled after all these years. Anyway, the first up story. The EPA has ordered people to evacuate Type's, Missouri due to high levels of dioxin. Be sure to evacuate before anything drastic happens, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be forced to come back. In other news, a giraffe has escaped from the Cincinnati Zoo and robbed a nearby bank. The giraffe has yet to be found. And in other news, in government, Americans are criticizing President Ronald Reagan just because he used to be an actor. But where citizens continue to criticize, who knows? Now it's time for the entertainment news. Oh boy, oh boy. Now, in the entertainment news, MASH will finally be broadcasting its very final episode next week. But will it be as good as the rest of the series? Will it be as good as the movie that it's based on? It will be as good as the book that it's based on. Meanwhile, you can report that a newcomer, Real Yankovic, is going to release his very first album soon. It'll be titled Real Yankovic, named after him. Now, we all know he has such great hits on the radio and singles, hits such as My Bologna and No One Wants a Buzz, but will this album have enough great songs to keep him as a lasting star in the music business? Everybody hopes so. In other news, Michael Jackson has come out with his album Thriller. The title track Thriller has been very successful. We at the station can't get this song out of our heads, but unfortunately we're also not allowed to sing the lyrics on air due to musical rights because Michael Jackson himself has been too stubborn to allow the grant permission for us to sing it on the air. And for some reason Saturday Night Live is still on the air, even though the original cast and crew have left. Eddie Murphy is currently the only worthwhile thing on the show, doing such characters as his impressions of Buckhead and Gumby. But is he enough to save the show from not having its original cast? Another question is Ricky an Update even a very good news parody? Shameful. And cable television is becoming more and more popular these days. Such channels as HBO, MTV, and the Disney Channel. Kids, however, are not too impressed by the children's network called Nickelodeon. Aside from such shows as Pinwheel, and you can't do that on television. And we at the station believe that the Nickelodeon channel will last too much longer. They need it so far hit to keep in business. Stay tuned to see if it does. Now it's time for the movie review. Today's review is for Abbott and Costello and me, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, featuring a great team-up between one of the greatest comedy duos ever with one of the greatest split personalities ever. Oh, sorry, Andy Kaufman. Anyway, this review gives 5 stars, but remember, I didn't write the review. And finally, it's time for the weather. It is sunny in Florida, cloudy in Seattle, and cold in Tennessee. And that's the news. Well, that was the news back in 1982 and 1983. I, yours truly, hope you enjoyed this blast from the past. And hopefully the newswire strike we're in soon will be able to do more news with original news stories. See you later.